Hey guys, what's going on? It's Shady Like a Tree here, and I have a game of Nuketown Domination for you guys. This is going to be video number 3 of my PAX series. I've decided to make this the final video unless I run across some unused footage that I had somewhere across the line. But otherwise, this will be the third and final PAX related video, so I don't spam you guys. PAX was an absolute blast. There was a few small, tiny, microscopic things that happened to me that weren't good. You know, I overpaid for my cab ride, blisters on my feet afterwards. But for the most part, I had so much fun. Oh, and I broke my phone. That was kind of a downer, but I did it dancing with Scene Anders, so that makes up for it. I met so many cool people. I met Nick, Lindsay, Z Marie. I met Lol Renee or Renee. I met Gassy, Chilled, Hutch, Scene Anders. I hung out with Scene Anders. I actually made Scene Anders laugh, which was kind of cool because when you get a chance to make someone laugh, it's kind of a highlight of my day. And I hung out with Spoon. Met some of the people in his stream that I hadn't talked to before. Saw Tyler and Jazzy Panda and K-pop and Cupquake and I mean, I could sit here and say I saw so many people for just days. I saw tons and tons and tons of people. But anyway, I'm gonna go back next year. I've actually already started a PAX 14 fund. I need to save $2,600 in total to pay 3 major purchases that I'm going to need to make in the next year. I need to pay off my computer. I need to pay, probably PAX will cost me again $1,000 for PAX East next April, and then I need to pay my taxes and then my car insurance for the year. So all of that, all in total, will be like $2,200 or $2,600, and so I've already started a fund to start like paying some of that off and saving, and I think I have $400 in it already, not including the paycheck I just got, which is going to be about $500 into that fund. So I'll be probably about halfway done after this first week. And then I'm going to try to put $200 every paycheck into it, but all that's probably boring for you guys. Anyway, I had an absolute blast. I played so many games. I watched the Watch Dogs trailer, and that game looks amazing. And I'm gonna probably get that. I've heard a holiday 2013 release date, but I probably won't be able to get it at launch because I'm paying $180 for Splinter Cell, and I still have all that stuff on my shelf which I haven't finished, which after this I'm going to finish up one of them. I have one that doesn't have a whole lot left on it. But anyway, I'm gonna probably get that. That was pretty cool. I definitely already have Assassin's Creed pre-ordered. That game is going to be fun. More ships. I like the ship levels in Assassin's Creed 3, and I didn't really get enough of it in my professional opinion, so hopefully going forward I can get more ship action, because that's what I really want. And I tried to be cool like that guy, but it didn't really work out, and so I just decided to cover him, but I get killed anyway. It was really loud, and I actually I got a sinus infection the last day of PAX, and I had like the super pressure and my teeth were hurting, and I'm like, what are these symptoms? So I googled my symptoms. Sure enough, it was a sinus infection, so I ended up still kind of coming off my Tylenol poisoning. I ended up going with Advil Sinus and cold or whatever, and that stuff is magical. Sorry. That stuff is magical. I took about half the doses, and I haven't taken a dose today, but I probably will before bed, just to kind of clear it all out. And I tell you what, I literally, every time I blew my nose, and I'm sorry, this is going to be incredibly gross, but I don't really care, I literally had like a 2-quarter sized patches of just green and yellow gunk that came out of my nose. Every time I blew my nose for like the first 2 days. And so I got all of that out of my head, and I feel so much better. I'm still a little stuffed up, but other than that, things are going just absolutely swimmingly here on the allergy sickness front. But Renee is sick now, and I feel bad for her because I'm partially responsible. Myself and Z Marie or Lindsay, who hung out with us at PAX, and I hung out with them, I guess, to some degree. She was also sick, so we both kind of got her sick. But anyway, it's fine. Took pictures with everyone. You guys saw that in the video. I had the greatest of times. It was just so much fun. I can't say that enough, and I'm so excited to go back next year. Looks like April 11th, 12th, and 13th are going to be the days. If that's the case, then I'm for sure going, and I just can't wait. I really can't. I had so much fun, and to say that I had too much fun um, was kind of an understatement. I mean, it was nice that I got Kyle at the last minute, and he helped take $320 off the total cost of the trip, which was fantastic because, um, yeah, because it was fantastic, and it made the trip cheaper. And hopefully next year I can find a roommate sooner, since I wasn't for sure going to PAX until like January. Um, but now that I know for sure I'll have the money, I can just be like, look, who needs a roommate? I'm down. I'm gonna try to get at the Westin Hotel, which was next door. So it'll be kind of easier. So that way, if I get tired in the afternoon, I can just like walk over there, and you don't have to deal with the shuttle. And it's only like it's a $2.50 ride to the airport, and it's like a $10 cab ride if they're not being stupid about it. But so yeah, I am excited for next year's PAX. I met so many people. It's cool been hanging out, and like, I was hanging out in Spoon's stream today, and he's like, I miss you, and I'm like, I miss you too. And then it led to this whole kind of homoerotic thing that just conspired, and it was beautiful and awesome, and I hope to be a part of something like that once again. Um, but right here, this guy gets pooped on, as did the guy before him. But anyway, I am so happy that I went. If I wouldn't have gone, I would have been incredibly sad. I would have been very, very sad. Plus, I would have kind of wasted 2 of my vacation days. But I'm looking forward to that. And I can't go to PAX Prime, as I said, but even though I'd like to. If I made more money, I would definitely go, but I don't right now, and I can't. So next year, for sure, I'm going to see everyone again at PAX. Hopefully, everyone goes that I'm friends with, and that really made the trip. I think that if I wouldn't have known anyone, like, and I'd just been kind of like on my own, um, I think that it wouldn't have been as fun. Like, if I hadn't known Nick and Renee and kind of known Gassy and known Spoons, I rubbed Spoon's nipple. Okay, let me tell you how awesome that was. Um, but yeah, all of this, just meeting the people that I'd never met for the first time was great, and there were a lot of great cosplays there. And I'll never cosplay because, one, I'm not patient enough to like do it, and two, I'm a ginormous man, and it's hard to find stuff for ginormous men in this day and age. But I will say that I just can't wait for next year. It was just totally beyond awesome. Boston was great. There were some things I would do differently. I would plan ahead a little bit better. And now that I know kind of how it works, I'll be better prepared next year. Um, so hopefully next year comes, and I can meet as many amazing, awesome people, and I can hopefully, my goal next year is actually to sign an autograph, because I didn't sign an autograph this year, but I did have plenty of pictures taken with my favorite YouTubers. I met Captain Sparkles, that was another one, and I met Gold Glove, aka Brennan. Got my picture with him. Bacon, I met Bacon. He was cool. Um, just and some of the people that I heard were at PAX that I didn't really get to see was, I would have liked to have met Fwiz. He's a Columbus boy, and I would have been like OH to Fwiz, and he would have been like IO, and I'm like, darn tootin', sir. And that would have been fun, but unfortunately I didn't see him, and I didn't see Sark. I had heard Sark was there, but I never saw him. So yeah, I mean, that place is huge. I mean, there were like 100,000 people there every day or something like crazy like that. So uh, and I would know better to bring real food, because the food there kind of sucked. And I was stuck in this place where at my hotel they didn't have like a mini fridge like I'd hoped. So I will ask about that, if they can either clean out the mini bar so I can put my milk in it to have my breakfast and keep food there. But like, my breakfast every morning was a thing of milk and 2 Nutri-Grain bars, which was kind of good. But like the food there, I had Chinese food Saturday, and that was $10 for like what I would probably pay $2 for here in Columbus. Plus, it wasn't nearly as good because of spicy beef and broccoli. Who makes spicy beef and broccoli? Beef and broccoli is supposed to be creamy and delicious and chewy, not tough and um, spicy and crunchy. It's supposed to be like the broccoli is supposed to be kind of mushy, and the meat is supposed to be kind of like not fresh from a grill. This looked like meat where they just like chopped the meat up and then grilled it, like fried it or something. It's not like they had like done whatever it is that Chinese people do to it in a restaurant. But anyway, that's beyond the point. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I love PAX. Had a blast. Can't wait to go back next year.